May 15, 1859, there was a French boy born in Paris. Like his father and mother, he really likes reading books. He was taught by his mother alone.
What are you doing, my son?
I'm reading about the different studies of all the scientists, Mother, and I want to be like them someday.
Yes, you can. You can do it, my son, because I'm your mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Study well, my son. I have to go now.
Several years passed. He wants to study things he has in his mind, but due to lack of financial assistance, he wasn't able to finish studies about his ideas. So he focused his life in studying at University of Paris and earning a degree of bachelor in 1875. Then later on, he became an assistant teacher at the university where he graduated.
I will study about crystallography.
He spent his studies with his brother Jacques and they discovered the piezoelectric effect.
Look, brother, we finally invented the piezoelectric quartz electrometer.
The Curie brothers had found that when pressure is applied to a certain crystal, they generate electrical voltage. Reciprocally, when placed in an electric field, these same crystals became compressed. Recognizing the connection between the two phenomena helped Pierre to develop pioneering ideas about the fundamental role of symmetry in laws of physics. The brothers meanwhile put their discovery to immediate practical use by devising the piezoelectric quartz electrometer, which can measure faint electric currents.
He discovered a basic relationship between magnetic properties and temperature. The temperature at which certain magnetic materials undergo a marked change in their magnetic properties is today called the Curie point after Pierre. His famous doctoral studies on magnetism, he designed and perfected an extremely sensitive torsion balance for measuring magnetic coefficients. Variations in this equipment were commonly used by future workers in the area. Pierre Curie studied ferromagnetism, paramagnetism, and diamagnetism for his doctoral thesis, and discovered the effect of temperature on paramagnetism, which is now known as Curie's law. The material constant in Curie's law, known as the Curie constant. He also discovered that ferromagnetic substances exhibit a critical temperature transition, above which the substances lost their ferromagnetic behavior. This is known as the Curie point.
Also, he formulated the Curie dissymmetry principle. A physical effect have dissymmetry absent from its efficient cause. For example, a random mixture of sand in zero gravity has no dissymmetry. It is isotropic. Introduce a gravitator effect and there is a dissymmetry because of the direction of the field. Then the sand grain self-sort with the density increasing with depth. Then they worked with each other. A few months before their marriage, Pierre was awarded a doctorate of science. When Marie's own thesis research led her to believe that she was on the verge of discovering a new element, Pierre joined Marie in the search. After their discovery of polonium and radium, from the idea of their co-scientist named Henry Becquerel.
Why don't we apply division of labor?
Yeah, that's good. Pierre concentrated on investigating the properties of radium while Marie did the chemical experiments.
lack of radium spontaneously emits heat. And I will call this nuclear energy.
Pierre and Marie helped each other, and as a result, they discovered the radium and polonium, and they researched about the radioactive, which they focused on. They announced the discovery of radium and polonium by fractionation of beach blende in 1890, and later they did much to elucidate the properties of radium and its transformation products. Their works in this era formed the basis for much of the subsequent research in nuclear physics and chemistry. Together, they awarded half of the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1903 on account of their study into the spontaneous radiation discovered by Becquerel, who was awarded the other half of the prize. Pierre also received many awards during their experimentation or research. But in 1906, Pierre died due to an accident.